The fun thing is that no one actually cares about what Mr. Beast has done in the recent events, you know. It's kind of sad that the dog pack thing and everything just kind of faded off. Like, Mr. Beast just made this Squid Games parody, basically. And that's about it. He's got free from any of the guilt or whatever. So no one actually cares about all the shit that he had done. It's all like the PR was so good, like I said when I was dissing him with the dog pack videos. The PR is just worked wonders, and him not saying anything at all. Basically, no one actually cares about that drama anymore, and it's actually ridiculous. It's funny how messed up the whole content creation world is. It's like, if you have enough money and good PR and you just keep making videos, you get some big productions and shit like that. No one actually cared about any of the allegations later on. No one even cared to investigate that shit. And I don't know what happened with Dogpack. I think he was like, I don't know, maybe Mr. Beast did hire someone.
This chamber may have contained the king's mummified body.
This is where the pharaoh was buried.
This is what we believe is the final resting place.
Believe? How do we not know?
I think somewhere inside this pyramid, there's another chamber that we have not found yet that might have the body of the king.
You know
And Mr. Beast will find it.
Because we will literally be exploring from hundreds of feet below the pyramids up to the highest point in the largest ancient pyramid on Earth.
Woo! That was awesome! Before we go explore the other giant pyramids, I want to show you guys base camp.
Yeah. This is nice.
We got a dinner table, some tents to sleep in, and...
Okay.
Okay, this production is actually insane. Lighting up all this shit, like, how much money is spent into that stuff? That's insane, I think. Yeah, what happened to Rosanna Bazzino or whatever? She was constantly exposing him, I think. Yeah, like, I don't know what happened with those people who actually did the expose thing on Mr. Beast. Did Mr. Beast drop like, hey, here's 1 mil, shut the fuck up, you know what I'm saying? Oh, like, what happened? I don't know. It's actually ridiculous. It just faded away, no one cares.
Rami led us nearly 100 feet below the Earth's surface, deep into Khafre's pyramid. This is a place where hardly anyone in the modern world has ever been. So to be honest, we had no idea what to expect going down here.
The ancient Egyptians had cardboard.
We believe that this was the burial chamber for King Khafra for the longest time.
And now they're using it to store stuff.
Well, they're restoring the pyramid, Jimmy. They gotta use tools.
So that means there's a real burial chamber.
Yes, Rami actually took us to the real resting place, thought to have once held the body of King Khafre.
I see a big ceiling.
Whoa. Dude, we're deep in this pyramid.
Here we are. The final burial chamber of King Khafre.
No, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. What the heck, bro? What is this?
Wait.
It's actually quite funny to see there was like cameras like in the pyramids, like all the cabling or whatever just like dragged from like drill the holes, or like how did they get that working? I don't know how much you can actually modify those pyramids. I mean, in a way you need to do some restorations, right? Also, you don't want to have some people doing some weird stuff or like getting in there. I don't know, I've never been into any of those, so.
Look at the date.
The graffiti right there is the guy who discovered this tomb.
He claims he discovered this tomb, yes.
This is where the pharaoh was buried.
This is the final resting place for King Khafre.
Is it disrespectful to lay in there?
I wouldn't worry about the disrespect so much as the curse.
What does the curse do to you?
Do you want to try?
No.
All right, let's get out of here before we get cursed.
It's this like boring kind of American thing to ask the most like ridiculous things. Like, can I be very disgusting about something that you honor that much? Can I lay in there? Can I, you know, I don't know what else you want to do. Like, pay in the tomb? Is that something you want to do? It's like this American way. Like, I don't know, a lot of like Americans that I've seen, at least from social media and TikTok, whatever, like they do like ask the most idiotic questions and they try to do the most dumbest shit ever. And it's so weird. It's like, that's why we have this kind of, you know, that's why there's so many sayings or like this kind of, I don't know the word for that, where you basically just think that Americans are kind of dumb and fat and stuff like that. Because when you see an American tourist in Europe, then they always ask the most idiotic questions ever. They don't really care about the culture. at all. They're just annoying. And I'm not all like just calling out Americans alone. Like there are many different groups that are like very insanely disrespectful. It's like Russians basically as well. When they are tourists, they try to get by only using Russian language. And like even if they go to like Spain or whatever, they just like try to get by using Russian, which is like very dumb and disrespectful as well. If you live or come from a very small country where you have a language that no one cares about, then you don't have the audacity to even try using your idiotic small tiny pointless language to try to get by. You know, it's just here for local use only, and you don't even try to force your own culture into some other culture or like try to get by. It's like, you know, it's rude, it's disrespectful, and idiotic to even try. But the bigger countries and people from bigger countries, they think it's normal. They go use their like their stupid ideas and their language, the English language or the Russian language or the French, you know, going in with the French language as well, very common, you know, only speaking that shit, you know, insane. People have like no like common sense that no one cares in that country about you or your country or your language, so you can stick that up your ass and, you know, just get out. And yeah, you know, that's what triggers me. Tourism. There's a funny story when I was you know, even here, that's why I mentioned Americans. It's like I was at Burger King here locally, and there was like ketchup missing. And what did the American do? The Karen, she was like basically waiting in the line for like 10 minutes because, you know, there was a queue. And then she was like yelling and screaming and like, hey, I want to eat my ketchup and shit like that, you know? And like the customer assistant was confused AF because they didn't probably speak English. I don't know what was up with that. And like she actually talked very fast, and it was so cringe to watch, you know? He was like she was like complaining about like some other things as well, like, can we get like a this and that and whatever, you know? Even though it was like obvious that you don't really go and demand that, you know? It was very awkward. It was very weird. Here, you know, you don't go and attack the customer assistant. You just go quietly and you get what you need, and usually you get what you need. And I don't remember precisely, but it wasn't a very big deal, but it was something I will never go and complain about. It was ridiculous. I don't remember what it was actually. Even if I would have ketchup missing or something like that, I wouldn't go complain. It's not what we do. It's so weird. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that pyramid is insane.
The King's Tomb didn't really answer many of our questions. However, the portal to the underworld deep beneath the pyramids could have everything we were looking for.
This is the tomb of God Osiris, where very few
Oh my gosh.
humans have ever been.
What are we doing?
As you can imagine, the god of the underworld's tomb is pretty
Imagine having this kind of Indiana Jones cosplay going on and you act like a pussy.
deep underground.
Oh, heck
Cringe.
no. It really just goes all the way down there.
After you, Carl.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Why is he walking down so nonchalant?
This is the entrance, Carl.
Yeah. To the god of the underworld.
Harley's
This is a
cringe.
tall ladder.
It's actually really deep. Like if you fall,
Oh yeah, you'll definitely die.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is getting pretty scary. I don't like this anymore.
And if we weren't already scared enough, we then came across this.
3,000-year-old
Human. Oh my god. Why am I still holding this? Dude, is this a part of the skull?
This is a skull, yeah.
Oh my god.
When we go down there, we will be so far underground that there's a chance we pass out due to a lack of oxygen.
Correct.
Chandler is heading to Osiris's resting place.
All right, here we go.
All right. He doesn't give a shit. All right.
You can tell the air's pretty thin down here.
Wait, what is this? Oh, this is a rock right here. Is this a rock or a lid?
Right.
My question is, why are they using such boots? It's so weird. Like, why are you using like non-water resistant boots or whatever? I don't know. This outfit seems kind of unfit for this kind of endeavor. I would get a better drape for this kind of expedition. I like how he used it. I like how he used the word die normally, while other YouTubers use the word unalive. I don't know, this whole kind of wordplay with some words is ridiculous to begin with, so it is very odd. Very difficult to even keep track of what you can say nowadays and what you can't say. It's this, you know, it is very funny that Twitch is actually American platform where everyone preaches the free speech shit, but there's actually no free speech at all. You can't even say most of the words that are like very normal to say. That's why you need to say unalive, which is ridiculous instead of... I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to risk any of this shit, so... Have they gone to any of the illegal parts yet? What are you waiting, turrets to shoot them down?
In the center of the room is the sarcophagus of God Osiris.
Right here is supposedly the gateway to the underworld.
Yeah, so try to get in.
To the underworld?
Well, yeah. Screw it.
Well, yeah, obviously, duh.
Oh my god.
This sarcophagus is allegedly the portal to the underworld, and virtually no humans have ever been here before.
How deep
Oh my god!
So is that...
Here, why am I usually?
Is that
All the way to that right
the
corner
illegal
up
part?
there. That's a shaft that goes to nobody knows where.
Carl, get up in there.
I can go up there?
Jimmy, don't let him.
I'm so scared, bro.
Carl, that's not smart.
Dude, I'm literally in a tunnel in ancient Egypt that nobody's ever been before.
No one is crazy enough. Can you explain to us what's happening?
I'm in a turn in the cave, and it's getting thinner. Dude, I'm literally...
The fun thing is, cameraman is actually ahead of him, so technically cameraman is actually the one going through the shit. And it's actually, I don't know too much about the pyramids and shit, but I don't think there's actually any areas where anyone else haven't been. I'm doing research here since as of right now I found out that only places with artifacts and stuff is illegal, and the Sphinx you cannot enter. It's only illegal to climb the pyramids. Alright, there you have it. So it's all bullshit.
Like,
Classic.
actively kind of stuck in this thing.
Carl, you're making history.
Oh wait, maybe I misunderstood. It actually saw like Carl was actually having the camera GoPro in his hand, so because when he was giggling, then the camera was shaking. So it's my bad.
Let me get out. I'm ready.
So before we literally all die and see the underworld for ourselves,
There's no gracefully doing this, is there?
we got out of there as quick as we could, because I wanted to live long enough to explore the never-before-seen shafts of the Great Pyramid of Giza, where literally less people in modern times have been than have gone to space.
Who wants to ride a camel with me? Let's do it! Pet him.
He doesn't want
And in Mr. Beast fashion, we got some like filler clips.
it.
Have you ever been bit by a camel?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Does it hurt?
Yes.
Yes, obviously.
Another big day of
I
exploring
got
ahead.
bitten by anything. It hurts.
And now, the director of the entire Giza Plateau is joining us for the third pyramid on our list, the Pyramid of Menkaure.
If you look at the bottom, you'll still see some of the granite from 4,600 years ago remaining. Here's an illustration of what they think it used to look like. Wow. But now this is all that remains. Almost.
It's actually funny because it looks kind of bad. I don't know if it's like accurate at all, but it looks like hey, I'm trying to show you how it looked before, and then you have this kind of very cheap texture just put on to this. I understand what you're trying to do here, but it doesn't look very good.
This is my friend Nolan. Can we send him to go scout up there?
Bad CGI.
Yes.
I got permission to do something normally illegal.
Nolan, be careful.
Can you just like start yelling at Nolan? He'll freak out.
You don't really get many opportunities to climb a pyramid. I want to take it, bro.
Ensign! Ensign!
Down?
Yes, down.
All right. Nolan, not a bit. You gotta come down. Come on.
Yeah, I'm going down.
Ensign! Yalla! Yalla!
Hey, he's kidding. Keep going. He's kidding. That was a joke.
Lol, actually good prank.
Oh my God, you had me freaking out. Oh my God, I thought I was gonna get arrested or something.
Lead the way, sir.
You should. For fun.
Whoa. Wait. Point the camera down there. Why is it so dark?
We will switch the light off.
Oh, okay. That would explain it. All right, lead the way.
The initial descent of the pyramid took us down a shaft over 100 feet below the ground to the very first chamber in ancient Egyptian history. To
All right, that looks dope.
What is this?
A decoration of false doors. We didn't have any decoration inside any pyramid from the 4th dynasty except this one.
So this was done 4,000 or 5,000 years ago.
4,600 years.
Furthering our journey deeper
Get-
into the
get
pyramid,
your facts
the next
straight.
shaft brought us to Menkaure's
Anti-chamber.
Whoa, there's so much history in here. What's in that room?
Chamber.
I can tell you nothing there.
Have you been up there?
No,
Then how do you know nothing's up there?
because I can see from here.
Oh, yeah.
You see?
You see, there was a camera there.
What are these 3 mini pyramids?
Menkaure, he got 3 small pyramids for the queens, the wives.
So Menkaure had 3 wives, and these are their tombs.
Yes.
Nolan, come over here. Nolan. Oh, God. If he can have 3 partners, you can at least find 1. I mean, it's a work in progress.
I did discover a mummy. She's not asking for money. She's always listening to you. Never took too much. It's a good choice for you.
You just offer me a mummy?
That's weird. I mean, the pyramids are a tourist location. They need camera to catch anyone. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, obviously, like at first I was like watching at them, like that's just me messing up a little bit with my brain, because like I was like, oh shit, like they have modified so much, but then you have like all this construction stuff as well, and then you have the lights and the electricity and all that. So yeah, you know, they have probably drilled lots of holes into every corner of the pyramid just to get the cameras and all the necessary stuff in there. So that's I was actually just wondering how much they can do, but I guess they pretty much can do whatever they want. So
Our time with Ashraf was coming to an end, and before he left, I wanted to hear his take on this.
So aliens didn't build the pyramids.
Aliens, come on, don't break my heart. We have 124 pyramids all over Egypt. So each time I'm calling aliens, come build a pyramid for me. Cannot be like this. Egyptians were the builders.
Tariq. What? Don't bring up aliens again.
You did.
Egyptians built it.
If you can build a pyramid, you can do anything.
And by anything, I guess that also meant a massive, half-human, half-lion mountain of a sculpture, which I'm sure is crawling with secrets.
And now we're at the Sphinx with Dr. Zahe, the man who basically found everything here.
I read online that there's a temple buried beneath the Sphinx, filled with gold, and I'm on a mission to find out.
Who is right, Dr. Zahe or...
on a mission to find out what you're gonna do. Get the gold, retrieve the gold, and get out.
Help me.
Whoa, is that an entrance?
Yes.
I cannot believe I'm entering the Sphinx. I want to see if that temple's real. I'm not sure I'm gonna fit.
You will.
Whoa, this is cool. All right, let's see if there's any hidden gold. Zahe, I just see an empty hole.
Then I need you to give a statement right now. I need a statement.
All right, Zahe, there was nothing inside the Sphinx.
Jimmy, we are going to make history.
And what better way to make history than by leaving a message for the future?
How long do you think this paper will survive down here?
Thousands of years.
Really?
We'll dig it now.
With the letter, can I bury this gold swarm?
Perfect.
This is worth $10,000.
Really? This is for the future.
Really? Guys, just burning like gold nugget there. Mr. Beast was here. Really? So when the crew leaves, this guy is gonna come back here, take the statue and get out. The paper is not gonna be there.
Yo.
And I guess the internet
Yo.
conspiracy theories are right, because the Sphinx definitely has gold in it now, thanks to the rarest swarm in the entire world.
Guys, I'm trusting you not to steal this gold.
At this point, I was starting.
You know, this is actually the dumbest thing you can kind of do, because like obviously like exactly for this reason, it's like I dare you not to steal this gold, and then someone actually going and trying to get this shit like from a pyramid is like very unlikely. And I understand, you would be idiot basically to go there and try to get gold from the pyramid, because first of all you can't actually get in there and so on and so forth. But it's like if there was any other situation like that, then people would actually try and do that and get the money.
When you take us to the top of the Great Pyramid, you're gonna show stuff on camera that you've never shown before.
Amazing things.
No spoilers, bro. This video is gonna keep getting better as we go on.
And before we climb to the top of the pyramid, we thought, what better way to look for more hidden secrets than in a place that almost no one gets to go?
Rami, where are we?
We are at the Tomb of Emery, one of the places that is completely illegal for people to go
Why are you
in.
holding the keys?
That's why you're gonna unlock it.
Before we go in, it's extremely, extremely important not
It's It's the cheapest looking key you can imagine. Like, basically every barn door has a key like that. That's why it's so funny. This whole forbidden area is locked by this shitty padlock that you can easily lockpick with a bobby pin.
Do you hear me, Nolan?
Loud and clear.
You should stay out here. Just maybe.
Hey, finger
I
food.
will not touch the walls.
Finger food. What
A
is that?
wall toucher.
What does that mean? Wall toucher?
Hey, Butterfingers.
Oh.
Ready?
Yeah, I thought I had seen it all, but nothing could have prepared me for what I was about to
I guess there's
see.
nothing valuable in there.
Whoa. Guys, come in here. Oh my gosh.
Oh, this is beautiful.
This was the tomb of the high priest at the time, which is like the pope of the time. No one is allowed in here because these colors cannot be hurt after surviving 4,600 years.
This drawing is 4,600 years old?
Exactly, 4,600.
Jimmy, your finger is too close. Everyone said you can't touch the walls. Your finger is a millimeter away from touching the paint. Don't do that. Don't do that, Jimmy boy. Don't do that. Even though, like, I'm skeptical, I'm pretty sure it is guarded. But I don't really know, because that padlock is very, very cheap looking. So if there wasn't any guards or like supervision or whatever, then you will easily you could barge in there. But yeah, don't touch the walls, Jimmy.
It's everywhere. Whoa.
And tombs like this were sometimes more important than pyramids for us. They explain the daily life of Egyptians. This is the one we figured out how ancient Egyptians made wine.
Really?
They're stomping on grapes up here and going through the process to bottling the wine.
So this is like
Good
a
effects,
YouTube
good
video, but
CGI
5,000
effects.
years.
This is a how-to video.
Dude, this is the most beautiful room I've ever been.
Wait, Carl, there's more over here. Whoa, what is all this?
These are normal ancient Egyptians giving the normal offerings, ta and henket, bread and beer, to the high priest Emery.
How do you think the high priest would have reacted if they offered season 2 Mr. Beast Lab swarms that are available now?
I think Emery would very much appreciate it.
That's just low taste. That's just... Jimmy, that's cringe. Keep your plastic shit away from the pyramids, right? Like, if it's gold, then you can hide it somewhere, I guess, because it's gold. But like, keep your plastic toys and shit away. Keep your PR marketing shit away from the pyramids and the forbidden places, basically those sacred places. It's so cringe. It's so cringe. Keep your shit away.
I think Emery would very much appreciate it.
Much like the
He
buzz
wouldn't.
around
He
Mr.
wouldn't.
Beast
He
Lab
will
Swarm
execute
Season
you
2,
for this
our
shit.
4th day in Egypt was just getting started.
We're kicking things off by going to the workman's tomb and joining an active excavation. Today's gonna be a great day. Let's have some fun. Woo! The only thing that can make this moment better is some Feastables chocolate.
Oh, wait, for all of us, maybe?
Yeah, you can look at the pyramids.
Man, that would hit with Feastables, though, in my mouth, probably.
And so, with only 22 hours left, I thought we'd upgrade from camels to something a little faster.
Drone ready?
Go for it.
That's cool. But about the Feastables, you know what the sad part is? Like, imagine you are someone who has a chocolate company, basically, and you are producing chocolate, and you have your own brand or whatever, you know, even if you order it in. It's your name is labeled with this shit, and it actually tastes kind of bad. That's the cringiest part of that. Because if I ever had a chocolate company, or a brand that produces chocolate for me, I would make sure it's the best shit ever, you know? It would be on par with Kinder. Because if it's not on par with Kinder, then it's not worth producing at all.
We are now at the workman's tomb. Let's see if we can find one.
And who better to show us around the workman's tomb? Once again, Dr. Zahi.
These are the tombs of the pyramid builders.
According to Zahi, this is literally where the people who built the pyramids were buried over 4,600 years ago.
In many other tombs, Jimmy, you see beautiful painting, but these people are poor.
This is so beautiful.
This man, he's
Those editing effects are actually good. It's like documentary kind of style. Like, this has actually been well done for a YouTube video.
Wait.
Is that what I think it is?
Is that a skull?
Zahi, I need to ask you something because they're gonna question this. You did not put the skull here.
no. This is the exact location of the skeleton.
From 4,600 years ago.
Yes, we will not move it
And
at
you're
all.
letting me excavate it. Is that a spine?
Whoa.
Yeah, we found out that all the skeleton here of men and women had stress on their back.
Okay.
Why?
Because they're moving 2-ton blocks?
Exactly. Very smart guy. Those, nothing.
Yeah?
You're not saying anything.
And this is why you
Imagine you get bullied by this old guy. I mean, that's actually pretty cool. Doing this kind of stuff, like digging out the bones, basically. I mean, obviously it's all supervision, and I don't think this whole town is empty at daily basis, and you can actually do that. I don't know how this works. Concurrently, that's a plastic and an activity for kids interested in archaeology. I'm pretty sure you might be right. Because, like, I don't know how they can secure that. Let's see.
Excavated. Is that a
Let's
from
see.
4,600? I question the goal. Zahi, I need to ask you something.
Well, you might be right, because it's actually very white-looking skull. That's activity for kids. Yeah, you might be right, because I was just wondering how can you, like, secure this shit, because it's basically loose out there like that. And wouldn't the winds and everything like that just kind of eventually just blow the sand and dust away, you know? Yeah, the bones are way too white as well, yeah. Because the bone fragments they saw earlier were actually, like, very in bad condition. So they could have been real or not, so I don't know. Maybe, yeah. We're getting bamboozled here. So, let's investigate a little further. Yeah, you can, like... Well, I haven't seen a real skeleton, so I don't really have too much to compare this with. But it is, well, first of all, it is very, very well preserved. And it's in perfect condition. It laid down here. So, it's, yeah, it could be for fake.
Thank you for having me do this.
But I don't know, I don't know.
Tonight, we still have an insane adventure left.
Most likely because, like, it's just one here. And there's, like, it's like in a random place, so there will be like, otherwise you will need someone to guard this shit.
We will reveal many secrets for the first time to the world.
He's not joking. We will literally be ascending to the highest point inside the Great Pyramid, where less than 50 people in modern history have been.
This might be the best day ever.
Perfect.
But before we ascend to the top of the Great Pyramid, we need to recharge our energy back at base camp.
You know why I gathered all of you here?
Ancient Egypt?
More important.
Beastamids.
Season 1 of Swarms is almost over.
Right here is...
And now what you've all been waiting for, we're finally going to ascend.
The ads are insane. I don't know, it's so cringe. I understand why he's doing that, but it's so cringe, you know? I understand, like, it's good, you get money and you need to market this shit, but, like, Looney, what's up? Landfill, literal landfill toy? Yeah, it's a piece of junk. But I mean, it could be fun for the kids, right? But it's like, the way he advertises the shit is it's so cringe. But, you know, it is what it is.
To the top
I understand why he
pyramid.
does that.
This is the part of the pyramid we're gonna be
He gets
climbing
money.
to. Are we going down this 300-foot tunnel?
Well, you asked for things that no one else does.
Why did the
Saw it in the toy store and laughed my ass off, because what kid would want to play with that garbage? I mean, I guess when they are like 10 years old or 8 or 10, 8, between 8 and 10 or something like that, a dumb kid. Well, the main problem with those things are, like, it's like, you will need to be a Mr. Beast fan, because otherwise it's like, those figurines are, they are basically very, very out to date, because nowadays everyone is just like playing mobile games and, you know, computer games. The physical toys are kind of outdated in that regards, unless they do something fun. So kids are not really playing with stuff like that anymore. But I don't know. If you're a big fan of Mr. Beast, I guess it can be like a surprise thing or like a nice thing to collect or have for a moment and until you put it on a shelf. And then you never play with this again. I wouldn't get one, but it is working out for him, so people are buying this shit, so.
This tunnel kept going for hundreds of feet, but after almost an hour struggling through these narrow passageways,
My knees. Ow.
Jimmy, this feels like we're buried alive.
we finally made it to the bottom.
Whoa! I can stand. Rami, is it normal to be lightheaded?
We just crawled down over 300 feet.
It's actually quite funny that Jimmy's getting old. And like everything is just like popping and breaking and hurting.
Guys, I'm gonna be the person that's gone the deepest. I'm at the lowest point of the pyramid!
And now that we've been to the lowest point of the pyramid, let's go to the top.
From here at the bottommost point, the same long
Yeah,
passage
Ben.
took us to where we can meet Dr. Zahi and begin our ascent to the top of the pyramid.
Now, I need you to choose the 5 people that they will go with us.
Only 5?
5.
Who's staying behind?
All right.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. No! Hey, Nolan, it was nice knowing you.
Hey, fair and square.
And so from there, we somehow
It was nice knowing you. Now you can take a deep dive. Goodbye. You're the weakest link. See you later.
ended up back in the corridor we went through on day 1 to get to the King's Chamber.
We started the video off going down this tunnel, but to end the video, we're going to the
Chandler
hidden
looks very
chambers
unhappy.
above. In the last
I mean, he's
5,000
paid to be
years,
there
less
for
than
PR.
50 people
And let me tell you, it was not easy getting up here. The top of this ladder led to another tiny passageway.
The final hour of the challenge, and we're making a journey to the top of the pyramid. This is hard.
Good, Jimmy. Good boy.
Not gonna lie. I thought this would be much easier. What is this over here?
We are in the third chamber now. We have two under us, but the most important one are room number 3, 4, and 5. Now, room number 4.
All right, let's keep her going.
Okay, let's go.
Chamber number 4. Whoa! Carl, look at this! We're about
Grandpa
to head
wants him.
to the tippy top of the pyramid.
This is now my favorite video ever.
Isn't it awesome that Nolan's not here?
Yeah, that's my favorite part of this entire thing.
But anyways, let's head to the top. Let's do it. Oh my gosh.
Jimmy finally got the knee pads.
Zahe,
Yes,
how did you do this?
I have no idea.
And just like that, we are now at the highest point inside the pyramid.
We made it, Chandler.
Oh my gosh. There's so many bats in here. This is not how
Carl is screaming like the guy from Home Alone. Oh shit, like the scream. Like when you know the scene where he gets like electrocuted. Carl is screaming the same way just by seeing a bat.
I wanted the video to end. We got like 2 minutes left and we're being attacked.
Calm down, bro.
Jimmy, come here. This is one of the names of the gangs who built the pyramids. Hyper means team. Sinsu means friends. Cartouche, Hofu. Hofu.
This means the group, friends/gang of Hofu. And that was written 4,600 years ago.
Exactly.
Throughout this video, we have learned as much as we could about the origins of the pyramids, and the Egyptologists have shown us the best evidence they could find.
Egyptians were the builders.
From the workman's tomb, to the skeletons buried nearby, which had all been affected by manual labor, to looking under the Sphinx for secret rooms and treasure.
There's not aliens down there.
To researchers, this graffiti is the nail in the coffin for anyone who doubts that ancient Egyptians built these pyramids as tombs for their pharaohs.
This is the end of our adventure.
I have no idea why Egypt let us do all the things we did, but I'm eternally grateful. Shout out to this country. You guys rock.
Subscribe for Mr. Beast.
It's
Wow. Right, that was something, I guess.